Hey guys, it's Dread Cypher, and I'm gonna react to some videos and see what all happens in them. Of course, it's gonna be kind of weird because they're things that you won't believe exist. Well, it's actually pretty cool and pretty weird because I watched a video before this and it was freaking awesome.
We look at 11 cats you won't believe exist. Number 11. Poet D.H. Lawrence once famously wrote, "I never saw a wild thing feel sorry for itself." That quote fits little bunny Suru, the two-legged cat, to a T. She was born in New Orleans, Louisiana, with her two front legs missing, the result of a congenital abnormality called transverse hemimelia. Being rescued and cared for by owner Jackie Aki has most assuredly taken the sting out of being disabled. Hopping to and fro like a bunny rabbit, Rue is now the happiest creature with a tail and whiskers. Despite the obvious, she still functions surprisingly well with fluid mobility. The lone concern is that she could develop back problems as she gets older. For now, she's cultivating her strong social media presence. 50,000 Instagram followers fell in love with her within a month of Jackie opening her account. And
I've heard of her.
About 328,000.
I've heard of this cat.
Number 10. If DC Comics, Harvey Dent, or the Phantom of the Opera owned a cat, it would probably be Venus the Chimera Cat of North Carolina. Or is it Calico Cat? That's what so many cat lovers ask themselves upon spotting Venus on the web. See, Venus's face is orange on the left side with the blue eye and black on the right with the green eye.
This is freaking awesome. This is an awesome cat.
Product of two embryos. Venus has not only become a viral phenomenon, but also an internet personality. She Facebook messages her hundreds of thousands of fans with help from her owners, Christina and Chris, and even has her own line of merchandise. Trolls have accused them of painting Venus's face, to which Venus vehemently replies, "I'm 100% natural. No makeup at all. Not even eyeliner, player." Doctors say it's possible Venus could have completely different DNA on each side of her face and would love to do more research. I just want to pet her. Number 9. Few animals have caught more attention than the famous Janus cat, Frank and Louie of North Grafton, Massachusetts. Frank and Louie was one cat born with two faces, a condition known as diprosopus. To avoid confusion as to whether he was two cats, his name was often combined as Frank and Louie. Not only did he send ripples through social media with his exotic appearance, Frank and Louie caught the fascination of the Guinness Book of World Records, which named him the longest surviving Janus cat in 2012. That's because diprosopus cats typically don't live past kittenhood. Indeed, Frank and Louie had to be fed through a tube for 3 months, but thrive he did, with his two faces, two mouths, two noses, and 3 sparkling blue eyes, the middle one remaining open while the other 2 blinked. Sadly, Frank and Louie contracted cancer in 2014 and had to be euthanized at 15 years old. Number 8. Pet lovers will tell you they have no problem giving their furry bundles of joy all the tender, loving care they require. Rodimenes is a cat who must have had outstanding owners because he takes TLC to the nth degree as a nurse. Rodimenes has been a resident of an animal shelter in Poland ever since his owners brought him in for recurring respiratory illnesses that were thought to be life-threatening. But not only did Rodimenes make a recovery, he's since gone on to comfort and nurse the other sick animals back to health. Pictures and videos of Rodimenes cuddling his ailing buddies and gently rubbing their joints have garnered 6- and 7-figure views. Rodimenes may be a black cat, but the shelter staff members are ultra lucky to have him help out.
That is freaking awesome. All of these cats
is a 5-year-old cat born without a bone in his nose that plays and frolics like a kitten. Initially, these were thought to be amusing oddities that made him unique. But it didn't stop there for owners Michael Bjorn and Mikaela Klein. The Danish couple soon discovered that not only does Monty sneeze a lot due to having no nose bone, but that he peed in his sleep, something more common in older cats. Michael and Mikaela believed that this was Monty's quirky way of marking his territory, but that didn't explain why Monty romps more like a kitten than a cat his age. Finally, a local veterinarian concluded that Monty has a chromosome abnormality that could be compared with Down syndrome in humans. Because little research has been done on chromosomal abnormalities in animals, it's not known for sure. Either way, Monty has become a celebrity on the web, selling his own brand of t-shirts with proceeds going to the animal shelter that kept him. Number 6. Polly, the cat of Edmonton, Canada, has almost as many legs as he does lives. He has 6 of them. It's a condition that makes walking a burden. And as if the extra limbs aren't enough, he also has an extra kidney and testicle. Top veterinarian Dr. Tamer Mahmood discovered that the spare parts stem from Polly having had a conjoined twin inside his mom's womb. Surgery was determined to be of the utmost importance, as Polly's condition would likely jeopardize his longevity. Luckily, Polly inspired many cat lovers and the Little Cats Law Society to come to his aid and donate money for medical costs to the tune of over $3,000. Thankfully, the surgery was a success and Polly is doing well. Number 5. Hamilton might just be the coolest, slickest cat of all time. His swag would rival that of Hollywood icon Jack Nicholson. It's all due to
it looks like he has a little mustache,
nose, shaped like a handlebar mustache that's earned him the name Hamilton the Hipster Cat. Adopted from the Silicon Valley Humane Society in 2012
Sorry
by
about the
San
shaky
Francisco
camera,
comic
guys.
Jay
I'm holding
Stowe,
it.
Hamilton wasted no time taking the internet by its .coms. He has Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook accounts, boasts countless followers, and puts meme creators to work 24/7. He even has a t-shirt deal with popular clothing chain Urban Outfitters.
Anyway, guys,
and yes,
so
Hamilton has
you can
a
read
manager.
it. I need to...
Legend has it he was born no time taking the internet by its .coms. He has Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook accounts, boasts countless followers, and puts meme creators to work 24/7.
When humans pet him, they purr. The most interesting cat in the world. That is freaking awesome. I must ask you a question, guys. Which cat do you like best in this video?
7. He even has a t-shirt deal with popular clothing chain Urban Outfitters. And yes, Hamilton has a manager. Legend has it he was born on the 4th of July. Whether he was or not, his meow stash is sparkling fireworks all over social media. Number 4. While most sleep on beds, floors, cots, and sofas, Rory the cat knocks himself out on the car dashboard. For Rory of Los Angeles, California, no traffic jam can be tied up enough so long as he has that smooth surface over the steering wheel to get some shut-eye on. The inviting images posted all over the web may make the smallest among us want to trade in that silly Posturepedic. While owner Kelsey is on the move, Rory has a beachfront-style view of the sky until he starts fading away. At 11 months, Rory already had his own Instagram account, and the views, no pun intended, have ballooned into the tens of millions. Not only does he battle feline leukemia, he battles cyber worrywarts who think he's in danger lying right next to the windshield. His response, "Don't worry everybody, we play it safe and drive really carefully." Number 3. Garfield the cat of Long Island, New York, does 3 cheap things. He eats, and eats. And his favorite thing to do in the world has left him so huge that he's been declared the world's fattest cat, topping the scales at 40 pounds. Images of Garfield may have web surfaced around the world, wondering if the...
Guys, look at the size of this cat. It is huge. Talk about Garfield, alright? The one, I don't know if y'all seen it, but the ones in cartoons, he loves to eat lasagna, he loves to eat and be really lazy.
Pics were photoshopped. While critics of the so-called 1% may call him the official cat of Wall Street, Garfield's weight is no laughing matter. Since his owner died, Garfield has been placed in a shelter where he's undergone a strict low-calorie diet. Like obese humans, he runs the risk of contracting heart disease, diabetes, joint problems, and all other kinds of ailments associated with being severely overweight. Staff has Garfield playing with toys often, in addition to feeding him properly, hoping that he'll shed 1 or 2 pounds a month. Don't you look at me! No.
Ah, stupid ad. I hate ads.
Dare to wear it on your period?
Number 2. Here's a cat that would give artist Margaret Keane, the artist featured in the movie Big Eyes, unending joy to paint.
Look at that. Looks like a little alien cat. Zoom. He's so cute and awesome.
She's Matilda, the alien cat, world famous for her abnormally gigantic eyes. Surprisingly, when Megan and her husband-to-be adopted Matilda 3 years ago, there was nothing much to distinguish her from any other cat her breed. But after Matilda turned 1, her right pupil widened to nearly the size of a quarter. Soon after, her left eye would do the same thing. And while her siblings' eyes normalized after a while with the same condition, called spontaneous lens luxation, Matilda's eyes kept getting bigger and bigger. To add to that, the purring internet sensation also suffers from glaucoma, which causes a loss of vision. Thankfully, that has cleared up some, and she feels no pain and is playful as any other domesticated feline princess. And now for the #1 cat. But first, I want to give a shout out to those who answered my last video's question. Here's the question for you: cat or dog? Why? Today we have a special guest host, Oxy Content, who's got a crazy video for you to check out in a second. But first, let's hear him present the #1. Number 1.
Meet Bart the zombie cat. Is Bart really a zombie? Possibly. Let's look at the facts. In January of 2015, some asshole hit Bart with his car on a Tampa, Florida street, then drove off, leaving Bart for dead. When Bart's owner, Ellis Hudson, found Bart lying in a pool of his own blood, he decided to put him in a box and bury him. Thing was, Bart's owner never bothered to check if he was actually dead first. Miraculously, less than a week later, Bart was spotted in a neighbor's yard, weak, dehydrated, and brutally injured, as these horrifying images reveal, but far from dead. Bart was very much alive. At this point, Hudson finally decided to take the poor cat to the vet where he underwent surgery. Thanks to the Humane Society, Bart has made steady improvements since his ordeal. Bart now sports a wired jaw and is missing an eye, but his condition has been upgraded from dead to alive, which is always a good thing. The Humane Society has so far refused to give the cat back to Hudson, claiming Bart shouldn't have been buried in the first place. The important thing is that Bart is doing a whole lot
ran
better,
over that cat as a
he has
jerk.
developed a taste for brains.
Well, that was some Pet Cemetery type. For more animal weirdness, check out Oxy Content's video here.
Why? Just why? That's so mean. Just why? They ran over that cat and just kept on going. Why would you do that? That is so mean. Leave, like I said, leave a comment and tell me which cat was your favorite. And subscribe for more. I don't think many people watch this channel, although. Anyway, yeah. Bye. See you in the next video.